Hey everybody, Brian here, Castle Hives. September in the apiary. We got a lot of work to do here today. Alright everybody, welcome to Castle Hives. So today what we're doing in the apiary is we're going to get into bee castle and we're going to get into bee box. We're going to also check on the double NUC. And I'm really curious, after that Formic Pro, that mite treatment, I want to get in here and check on these brood chambers. It's really important this time of year to make sure that your queens are laying, nothing happened to them, because right now is that time where the queens are going to start laying their winter bees. So those bees are, you know, they're fed just this perfect diet, and the winter bees as compared to summer bees, they last for months, 4 to 6 months. So those are the bees that, you know, over this entire Northeast Ohio winter, they're going to stay in here and they're going to keep this hive warm and they're going to get it through to spring so that, you know, this hive makes it through. So let's open up bee castle here first, and then we're going to move over to the bee box and then go on to the front stand and get into that double NUC. So let's open up bee castle. All right. The super here, I'm not going to look at. Not really concerned with, yeah, and it doesn't feel like there's much weight in it anyway, so. Take that and set that right there. All right. Now, let's see what the girls here are building out. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice outer frame there. Got my custom Castle Hives frame holders. If you all are wondering about these here, these frame holders, check out the Etsy store. And they're starting to build that. This here is a nectar frame. Yep, nectar and pollen. That's a good frame right there of stores. I like that. Wow, here's a girl right here. Her pollen baskets were stuffed. Okay, there's brood on here. Eggs and larvae on here. Some nectar on here. Oh, nice. So there's our queen walking on her brood, and that's capped brood right there. Nice, beautiful queen. This girl here is the daughter of the queen that was in the main castle hive. There was a supersedure cell and I pulled it off, and she's the daughter. See her up there? Walking around, checking out. Those are some nectar cells there, girl. Beautiful queen right there. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that right there. Beautiful brood frame. So I am seeing, look at that right there. I'm seeing that there's, you know, sufficient amount of brood in here for this time of the year. So, you know, the main concern then this time of year in Northeast Ohio, and here's a frame that they're building out. Also, they're building out. Now, for those that are wondering, this frame out here and this one here that they're still building, I have frames in my bee room that are completely drawn out. I have completely drawn honey frames. So if it gets to a time of the year and I get concerned and that there's empty frames in here, I can always swap them out. Beautiful frame here. Nectar they're storing in there as well, over there. So this top box looks good. I like it. Let me put this top box back together, and I want to look in this lower deep here real quick. Empty. So 2 empties here, I see. So I'm probably going to have to pull some frames for this hive. And that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, I have... wow, that's a good pollen frame there. I have, you know, completely drawn frames, so... Another beautiful pollen frame, and look at that. Look at the coloring in there. Look at that. Yellows and oranges, reds. And that pollen is key because that is their protein when they're raising the young. You know, and I'm getting that smell right now also of that goldenrod smell. Look at the brood here as well. Good brood on there. I'm going to check one more frame, and these over here are drawn. So one more frame right here, and then I'm going to put the bee castle back together. Brood on here. This entire frame here is laid up also. So Queen has done a wonderful job. So the bee castle, what I'm seeing is it's doing good. I like what I see. There's a couple empty frames here that I will watch, and if I need to swap them out for the winter, I can do that because I have the extra stores up in my honey room. So, well, bee room. So let's get this back together. I tell you, I really like this hive. Really like this hive. So, all right, y'all. Bee castle, looking good. It's getting the thumbs up for right now. Let's move on to the bee box. All right, y'all, into the bee box. we'll see what it shows us. And I'm probably going to take off one of these supers. Our nights are getting colder, and I don't want them having so much space, and they're not even hardly touching this anyways. Yep, not touching it. So this top super is coming off, but this will also give me time to paint it. If those that are wondering about polyhives, and I did get a comment, Nick, I believe, noticed that this box was not painted, and these polys, if you don't paint them and protect them, like you can see here, it's painted, they will break down in the UV. So yeah, they're not even hardly touching this. I'm gonna clean this super up and then get looking in this next one. All right, y'all, so looking in the super here, now I'm trying something. You see right here, natural comb. And they're building that out. I like that. Next frame here in this super, oh, that's got some weight on it. Look at that, nice fall honey. Next frame also is another natural comb. So I'm gonna move these back and let's check on the brood chambers for the bee box. So that side there is not filled out yet. This side here is completely filled. Now, my frame holders don't fit this hive. That's what I want to see right there. Look at that. Wow, look at that brood frame. And there's the queen right there. You see her with that white dot. Beautiful queen. Let y'all get a good look at her. This frame, y'all, is laid up edge to edge. So queen's on that frame there. Look at these two right here having a conversation. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I tell you, the amount of brood in this hive, if this was May, I'd pull splits. We're packing that. And they're packing that. So next frame, if it's nectar, I'm gonna put this box back together and take a quick peek at the lower. Yeah, I can already tell by the weight, this is nectar. Oh yeah. A little bit of brood on there. Hey y'all, I apologize for that, battery ran out. So, top box, you saw that. This lower box, I just kept inspecting it instead of going and getting a new battery and then coming back in that. I found brood in that bottom box as well. Plenty of stores also. There was some drone comb down along one of the bottom of the frames that they had built throughout the year. I cleaned that off. So this hive here, you see I condensed it down to one super, but it's doing fantastic. Found the queen, you saw her. So let's move up to the double nuke and look at that. So far, both of these hives, bee castle and bee box, found the queens, plenty of brood, so things are looking good. So let's get to the double nuke. All right, y'all, we are here at the double nuke. And when I say double nuke, nuke stands for nucleus colony. It's just a smaller colony. Instead of 8 or 10 frames, these boxes here have 4 frames and 4 frames. So it's just a smaller colony, that's all. Now, it doesn't mean that they won't build up. So typically people will use these, they call them resource hives also, because they'll pull brood out of these and move them into honey production hives. So that's the benefit of having one of these in your apiary. Now, you see here, I have a green side. On this other side, this box here is the blue side. So let's look real quick at these supers. Now, because there's 2 colonies working the same supers, I do have a queen excluder between them. That way the queens can't get at each other and fight. They would. So colonies typically only like 1 queen. Now there are exceptions, sometimes there's 2, but for the most part, you know, there's only 1 queen to a colony. Nectar on there. There's some beetles in the traps. I don't want to tip this because then I'm going to have oil going. Nectar on there as well. Beautiful. 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 You know, and like I said with the other ones, you know, if it was May, June, I would do splits right now with these hives. Beautiful. There's the queen right there on that frame. You see her, she's a runner. Right down there on the bottom. Good. Good girl. Climb back up there. Tell you what, y'all, seeing what I saw there, I'm not going to go into the bottom brood box here. You know, there's some stores in there, there's brood, and there's an edge with some honey. I saw the queen, so I'm not going to go further. I'm going to switch over to this other side. Look at that propolis. It just gets that, just sticks perfect. Oh, let's see here. All right. Now, if this side here I find a queen also, that would be 4 for 4. This late in the year, that's exciting news around here. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Right there by my thumb. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the brood on this frame. Look at that beautiful queen. Awesome. Look at her. Looking excellent. Excellent. Great news here today at Castle Hives. Great news. All right. So good brood in here, good stores. I'm putting it back together, okay? Let me get this back together, and then we'll go through a recap of what I found in today's hive inspections at Castle Hives. So I'll be right back. Oh, so hey y'all. So we found, in Bee Castle, found the queen, found brood, found stores. Remember, there were a couple frames in there that weren't all the way built out, but I have extra, so I can swap those out. It'll be ready. I'm really happy with where that hive is. Bee box, took a super off, kind of condensed that down just so that they don't have to work as hard in order to keep the heat in. You know, with this time of year in Ohio, September 18th it is today, you know, at night, we've had some nights where it gets down into the 50s. So I want to keep that brood nest optimal temperature. That way, when my winter bees emerge out, that, you know, they have no issues. The double nucleus colony here. You saw on blue side, we found the queen. On green side, we found the queen. Plenty of stores in here as well. They're working on this box here. I'm probably going to divide a super and put in honey frames for each colony here over the winter. That way they have plenty of stores. What the bees should do also, as those winter bees emerge out and the queen kind of tapers down for laying, they should backfill those cells anyways with nectar and honey. So, you know, that will be their food for the winter. But I have plenty of, you know, stores just extra for the bees. So, that said, hopefully you all, you know, enjoyed these inspections. I'm really pleased with where these 4 colonies are at right now. September 18th, couldn't be happier. So if you all like beekeeping, hit that thumbs up, you know, really helps out the channel. Subscribe also. I mean, we're getting up there with subscribers. I love sharing, you know, my journey in beekeeping with everyone out there. So I want to say also thank you to the members. Doug, His Way Homestead, Kevin, Lazy Pond Farm, Anil, NKY Honeybees, Jake, Nunya, you know, thank you so much. Sandy, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, Mary Ranch, Robert Castleberry. I just, the 7 members that I have, I just want to thank every one of you. So I appreciate the support. But everyone, you know, thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next time.